Be me, 26, backend developer at a fintech startup. Basically spend 90% of my life in VS Code and the other 10% doom scrolling. Not exactly drowning in female attention. Last date ended with her saying, "You're really sweet but kinda beige." Emotionally injured but fair. One day coworker says he's signing us up for a trivia night. Bro, you need to interact with carbon-based life forms. Fine, we show up. Bar is packed. They pair us with two randoms to form a full team. One of them is Harper. She's tall, tattooed, and dressed like she just got off a motorcycle. Black jeans, combat boots, denim jacket with a patch that says, "I bite." She doesn't look at me when she says hi. But when trivia starts, she's answering questions like it's her job. I mumble a niche Star Wars fact. She finally turns, gives me a look. Nerd. Useful nerd, though. I fall in love immediately. We win trivia. Turns out she's a welder. Yes, that's a real job. She makes metal art and works in a shop with guys named Moose and Wrench. I ask if it's dangerous. She just shrugs and says, "I like sparks." Dear God. We start texting after trivia. Turns out she's into anime, sci-fi, and horror movies. Also makes chainmail jewelry in her spare time. One night, she sends a photo of a dragon she forged out of steel. I send a meme about back-end bottlenecks. Somehow, we vibe. She invites me to her workshop. I walk in and immediately feel like I'm made of glass. She's in welding gear, visor up, hair in a messy bun, covered in soot and confidence. Shows me how the plasma cutter works. Lets me try. I'm afraid. She laughs and stands behind me, guides my hands. I forget how to breathe for 3 minutes straight. Eventually ask her out. She grins. Took you long enough. I thought I'd have to weld a yes sign. First date, horror movie marathon at her place. She has a projector and a couch big enough for a small army. Halfway through The Thing, she pulls me closer. Wraps an arm around me like I'm a pillow. I've never felt safer or smaller in my life. We start dating. She's loud, chaotic, endlessly energetic. I'm quiet, anxious, usually calculating how many social points I've spent that day. It weirdly works. She starts spending the night, brings a toothbrush, then a whole drawer's worth of clothes. One day I find welding gloves in my kitchen drawer. I say nothing. She cooks breakfast shirtless, drinks black coffee from a mug that says, "Your tears fuel me." I make eggs and she calls them cute. I think it's a compliment. One time I get sick. She shows up with soup she made from scratch, sits on the couch watching anime with me, casually sharpens a tool while I sneeze. She tucks me in like I'm made of glass, kisses my forehead and says, "I swear to God if you die, I'll revive you out of spite." She builds me a custom desk from reclaimed wood and steel, says, "Your setup looked depressing." She's right. I build her a personal website to sell her art. She tears up, calls me her code wizard. I ascend. Her friends call me the laptop guy. Her dog won't leave me alone. I accidentally become part of her world and don't want to leave. Fast forward a year. We live together. She still wakes up at 6 a.m. to grind metal. I still wake up at 9 a.m. to debug back-end failures. She brings me coffee as I kiss her forehead before she heads to the shop. Sometimes I catch her staring at me while I code. She says, "You look hot when you're focused." Never knew I had a type until now. Turns out it's hot welder with rage issues and soft spot for anxious nerds. Sometimes she comes home worn out, hands scraped, eyes tired. I order her favorite takeout and just sit with her. No talking, just presence. She leans on me, whispers, "You calm me down in ways fire never could." Heart has stopped responding. I used to think I'd never find someone who'd fit into my quiet little world. Turns out I just needed someone who'd drag me out of it, weld me back together, and call it love.